special thank you for you guys to stay and hang around so we can, take a little bit of time and honor Michael. I think he deserves it reading his nomination. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Tracy Walters, and I'm one of the Human Resource Generalists in the Human Resource Department. And I also get the pleasure of being the Employee of the Month Coordinator. So I did a lot of harassing Michael. I do apologize, but I got to do it. I have to do it. So we are going to kick off today's ceremony by welcoming up our Deputy City Manager, Mr. Vincent Jones, and then we will hear a few words from Aaron, your fearless leader, followed by Howard, who actually nominated Michael, and then we'll get a few words from Michael. Probably not a whole lot, but something out of him. So let's go ahead and welcome Mr. Jones. Come on up.
Thank you, Ms. Walters, and thank you all. I know everybody it's the end of the day here, so we won't prolong this at all. I actually enjoy getting out to see you all in your work environment, and so today is especially nice because we get to honor Mr. Salgado as Employee of the Month. So I just want to say congratulations, Mr. Salgado. I'm sure you all are aware, Dr. Patton is very interested in making sure that we present ourselves to our residents as City of Portsmouth employees who are aware of customer service and how we impact people. And so you all serve as that front line. People see you sometimes more than they see us. And so we just want to make sure that we continue to make sure that we focus on that because it's so important to us as an organization. And Mr. Salgado's nomination today, to me, is exemplary of that. Mr. Howlett took the time to write the nomination for Mr. Salgado, and he mentioned how observant and aware that Mr. Salgado was of the things that were going on in the organization, and if he needed to pitch in to help out, he does that. And so to me, that's a great example of what Dr. Patton likes to call our 4,000 eyes. 2,000 of us as employees have 4,000 eyes, and we get to see things that are going on across the city, in the organization, and when you see something, say something if we need to make that adjustment. And so Mr. Salgado has exemplified that with his work in the workplace and how you all work with him. And so again, just want to say congratulations, and we look forward to you continuing on with us beyond your 3 years that you have already marked with the city. So again, congratulations. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Ms. Tremere, come on up.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to thank you again for coming to this event. I know that it's after work, but I think that this exemplifies the team that we have together. While I am very proud that we have another Employee of the Month, I think this is the second one in probably 4 or 5 months in the same position, I don't think that this is actually special to us. I think that every single one of our employees has this same kind of teamwork effort and this desire to, work together to get the job done. I will say that I think that Mike definitely exemplifies this and his willingness to, work odd hours, work extra hours, help cover shifts. I know we all are very aware of our staffing issues, and, we're doing 10 times the amount of work with half the staff. And I know that, I only get to talk to Mike. Usually it's late at night or on a weekend, and it's, he's never getting the phone calls that are calling him up to say, great job, I'm really happy you turned off my water, or, I'm happy there's this leak in front of me. But I think, you've always done an excellent job of handling the customers. And like Mr. Jones said, Dr. Patton is, big on community engagement and customer service, and our customers do come first. She's also very big on teamwork, and I think that this exemplifies that. I know that you probably all don't get an opportunity to read her emails every week, but I think timing is everything. Her quote that she sent out last week was from Henry Ford, and it said, "Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success." And I think this is a great example of that success. So thank you, Mike, for all of your hard work. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Tremere. We will go ahead and welcome Mr. Howlett up. He is our nominator, so let's welcome him to the podium.
Back at the end of July, I got two pieces of not so good news. One was that one of my night dispatchers was leaving us to a different department, so I was going to have to start covering those shifts. The other piece of not so good news, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer, and so I knew I was going to be heading into treatments and all that kind of stuff, so I was going to be needing some more time off. So I talked to Mike and explained the problem, and the first thing he said was, "Don't worry about it, I've got you covered. You just tell me what nights you need me to work, I'll take care of it." The same thing with the whole crew. They said, "Whatever you need, we'll take care of it." Just recently, we've got another situation. I'm still shorthanded one, and I've got a second one who's leaving me again, so I'm only going to have George in the morning and Mike at night, and then me to cover the in-betweens, all of that. Both George and Mike have come to me and said their plan is, "Don't worry about it, we'll work 7 days a week, you just give us a break every now and then." I'm not going to do that to them, but that's their attitude, and Mike's attitude all the time is, "I'll do whatever you need me to do." So I appreciate that. But the thing that really kicked it over the edge for me to say, I've been wanting to try to do something nice for Mike. I said, maybe I can try the Employee of the Month. We'll see how things go. Around Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving week, I didn't have any chemo treatment to go to that Friday. So I was going to call Mike on Thursday the week before to say, don't worry about next week. I can go ahead and cover that Thursday and Friday shift so you can spend some time with your family. You've done all this extra for me. He called me before I could get a hold of him and said, all right, next week, I'm going to go ahead and cover all the Thanksgiving for you so you can spend time with your family. Don't worry about it. I said, no, I'm going to cover it because I don't have to go to chemo. I just told you I'm covering it. I don't have to do that. You've got family. You take care of your family. I've got those shifts. And so that sealed it for me. I said, I got to do what I got to do to make sure that Mike gets Employee of the Month. He's always been there to help us out. I can't give him a pay raise. I don't have that authority, but I can nominate him for this, and we'll see what happens for that. And so that's where we ended up with that. And I appreciate Mike and all he's done for us all along the way and keeps doing for us.
With all of the kind words that we've heard today on Mr. Salgado, he did share a little bit of information about himself with me. You guys work with him, so I'm pretty sure you all are aware of his background. He graduated from Kempsville High School, continued on to, is it Chowan University. In his spare time, he enjoys bowling, binge watching shows on Netflix. Admittedly, I like to do that too. And spending time with his friends and family. It sounds to me like he has the greatest work ethic that the city, would like to see in its employees. And I'm very pleased to be up here in order to honor him and recognize him as the Employee of the Month. It wasn't a very difficult choice for the committee members. We get these nominations and they sit together and they review and they rank and they score. And he was top. I mean, he hit a perfect score. There was one person right behind him by 0.25 points, but he hit that perfect score. And for that, we are here today. So, Mr. Howlett, thank you for submitting his nomination. I think it's well-deserved. And with that being said, I will welcome him up to the podium to share a few words that he might have to share with us. So come on up, Mike.
All right. Thank you all. I was going to say I got to go to work, but I'm here already. But like everyone says, I try to make time and try to understand because I don't like to call people at 2 o'clock in the morning if I don't have to. But if I do, I'm glad you're able to not yell at me and just go ahead and take care of it for me. That's much appreciated. Other than that, I just try to keep things simple, work smart, and always go home. That's all you got to do. Don't make anything a lot more troublesome than it needs to be. Just keep things simple and everything usually goes the way you want it to. Thank you very much.
So as the Employee of the Month, he does get prizes, as you can see from this beautiful display up here. We have several gifts and treats for him. Coveted, of course, is this huge golf umbrella that everyone seems to love, and admittedly, people have lost or it's been stolen, so guard that very carefully. We have the Employee of the Month plaque, which actually hangs in City Hall, but you will be welcome to pick that up anytime after April 1st. It'll be yours to grab. we have this basket full of treats. He got a tumbler. He gets $100 in his check for winning Employee of the Month. He gets an administrative day off. He has a letter from the city manager, a gift bag from the mayor. Lots of little treats that you get for winning Employee of the Month. So again, congratulations. You get to take all of this home with you today. And anything that we've missed, we'll just get it to you, okay? But I think we've covered most, if not all, of the prizes. So thank you for coming early today, first of all. And thank you all for staying. We appreciate it. And I won't keep you guys any longer. We have a cake over here as refreshments, so help yourself. That'll be here for you all to enjoy. And that's it. So thank you so much for coming out.
Great job.
Appreciate it. He'll get the DVD and all that fun stuff.